A job training partnership is helping to fill vital roles in the workforce. One of them is going on right now in Maple Grove. Reporter Emily Haugen explains how state funding is helping some workers advance their careers while on the job.
The manufacturing industry is ever evolving. At Upsher-Smith in Maple Grove, they're finding new ways to keep up.
If you drive anywhere, right, you're going to see help wanted, right? And we were struggling a little bit, to be honest, with recruitment of new production force and retention.
Kevin Krenz manages operations training. He says they were looking for ways to build up their workforce in-house.
We know that we wanted to invest in our employees because that's our most valuable commodity, are our people.
That's where a partnership with Hennepin Technical College and a $226,000 grant from DEED comes in.
Just to give them an opportunity to go to college, have success in college, and then allow them to open doors potentially for themselves in the future.
In the 11-week class, students earn a certified manufacturing associate certificate.
It helps expand on just the general concepts of all manufacturing.
Clint Stewart is a week into the hybrid class alongside 90 of his coworkers. He says the skills he's learning are transferable.
Making sure that things are safe, making sure things are efficient, making sure that the products are of the quality that you want, all of that goes across every type of manufacturing environment.
HTC's Dean of Workforce Education, Melanie Wang, says this free program has a number of benefits, including college credit.
The 2 credits and the certification credential can then be transitioned directly into a program at HTC.
So students get a free start on an education and learn something new about their career.
It's really just, we've got the knowledge and resources, and how can we tailor that to help fuel the future of the area workforce?
In Maple Grove, Emily Haugen, CCX News.
Upsher-Smith and Hennepin Tech are also using this grant to help some staff learn occupational English. That program is still in the works. Brooklyn Center police are investigating how a 3-year-old child fell 8 stories out of an apartment building window. The child died from the fall. The incident happened at the Lux Apartments late Saturday morning. Brooklyn Center police say first responders attempted life-saving measures, but the child was pronounced dead at the scene. Investigators are looking into how the child was able to gain access to the window opening before falling. It's uncertain if any charges could be filed. An investigative report says a Brooklyn Park City Council member violated the elected officials' code of conduct. A Brooklyn Park City staff member filed a hostile workplace complaint against Council member Maria Tran in January. The city hired an attorney to investigate those claims. CCX Media obtained the investigation through a Data Practices Act request. The investigation says Tran violated the code of conduct when she publicly criticized a city staff member and asked for their resignation. The code of conduct says council member complaints should be directed to the city manager. Filing for public office began Tuesday for many local city council seats, as well as state, county, and federal offices. In New Hope, Crystal, Robbinsdale, and Osseo, there will be races for mayor. In New Hope and Robbinsdale, a new mayor will be elected as the incumbents in those cities chose not to run for re-election. The filing period ends June 4th for cities that hold primary elections. As the school year winds down, staff members in the Wayzata School District are getting some well-earned recognition. In this edition of School Spotlight, I show you a program that highlights some of the district's most deserving heroes.
Do you know where all the ribbons are?
Behind every successful student
Teamwork.
is a teacher who made an impact.
I've been in Wayzata School District for the last 13 years. They've shaped who I am. I've had a lot of great teachers, including our teacher right now, our compass teacher, Mr. Kimbler.
After a long school year, one could argue those teachers and staff members deserve a treat.
This comes from Nothing Bundt Cake Minnetonka. We've partnered with them. It adds a little sweet treat to the deal.
Or more specifically, bundt cakes.
Everyone's always happy to see us. We're known as the Bundt Cake people.
Ella Podiak, along with Paige and Sydney Povitz, are part of Wayzata's Compass program, which helps them earn college credit while working alongside professionals in the workplace. The students spent the entire semester working with the Wayzata Education Fund that provides grants for teachers and, yes, bundt cakes.
So we feel very fortunate to have this opportunity, and it's taught us a lot about the real world and organization, communication, and planning, and all those types of things.
We've redesigned the certificate this year to be more on brand.
Today's project is special.
115's in here.
They're working on the Highlight a Hero program. For $25, people can nominate a district staff member.
Congratulations, you've been nominated for the Highlight a Hero Teacher Appreciation Month.
The students roll the cart from one class to another,
A106 is next.
taking the teachers by surprise.
Very nice to be recognized, yeah. So amazing to be recognized by my students. It means the world to me.
And in some cases,
My favorite principal!
even run down people in the hallways.
Bundt cake for you.
Whatever it takes to show staff members that their work is appreciated.
Wow, that was very kind. Thanks for delivering that.
Of course. I feel like I have the opportunity to give back before I leave that not every other kid has.
Every Highlight a Hero donation benefits the Wayzata Education Fund, which awarded $500,000 in grants to Wayzata schools over the last 20 years. Summer vacation sites are booking up fast, so here's an option you may not have thought about. It's what the Three Rivers Park District calls a midweek staycation.
I mean, you could drive 3 hours to get to Brainerd, or you can drive 20 minutes west of the cities and hit Baker Campground and feel like you're up north.
Camping sites like Baker Park Reserve are largely booked through the summer on weekends. However, if you can adjust your schedule, weekdays are a good option with fewer crowds and just as much to do.
We have both North and South Beach open and available. There's a play area that you can play on, tons of hiking and biking trails. We do bike rentals in the campground office daily from 10 to 6, so there's plenty to do even if you're out here in the middle of the week.
Baker Park Reserve also offers boat rentals on Thursdays and Fridays from noon to 6.